Hey there, welcome back to Angry Bird. Trump's been certified. Tell me what you think about that. Drop comments in the below. Subscribe to my channel if you're interested in my content. So here's my take. January 6th right now. 7:17 p.m. in the state of Ohio. I wasn't born and raised here. I love the people. People are very polite, very nice people, but the politicians, the way they gaslight us, I don't like that. I feel like they pit us all against one another and all that. But every time I run into people, I like them. Very few people I don't like out here. Very few, just a handful, and they're usually just mean-spirited and predatorial by nature. So he won, and this is a day that checks and balances that you thought existed just don't exist no more. So some of us, there's groups of people that I would talk to that, I was chiming in that saying, the 14th Amendment, man, it's right there, plain as day. And that's the truth. It is plain as day. The pretend facade of winning over the public opinion and playing pretend games of what occurred and what didn't occur and back and forth and, well, let's let the people vote again on it, and it's facade. It's right there, black and white. So the gift we were given got broken just now. Today, it got broke. The gift was checks and balances. What makes communities work is checks to power, balances to it, so that you don't get these just half a trillion worth people and three guys own more everything than like half the country. If you're in a community that's supposed to share things and work together and build things and try to lift one another up, there can't be a crook in there. Three crooks, having so much over everyone else that they own more than half the country. The check wasn't there. The balance to that power wasn't there. And it's gotten out of control. And now the Constitution, in plain day, just gets ignored. Political violence was normalized 4 years ago. The rhetoric was normalized about 10 years ago. And we're here. It's broke, and it's coming. So there's one thing I was going to tell everybody on my side that has been through something, that's been kind of disheartened by this whole shenanigans of our country for the last 10 years and facing this moment like I face today. It's that voices are all coming out now. MAGA voices are coming out. People there that trusted the plan. I wish I could just talk about that for 30 minutes. Trust the plan. But those people, they realized the plan didn't include them. The promise wasn't really there. We can go on and on about that, but pick your pony. Pick your pony of a promise that he said that now he's just like, oh no, I didn't mean that, or I can't do that, or yeah, it's not best for us, and flip flop, flip flop, flip flop. Thanks for keeping me out of jail, though. Nick Fuentes said it best. I hate the guy. Not like want him dead hate. I just hate that he has a microphone and people like listening to it. That's all I hate. Normal, when I was around guys like that, I just, they only had one friend. And I'd meet them, and I didn't know that. If I didn't know that about the person, I'd probably be totally cool. And then man, as soon as I start finding that stuff out about them, I'd be like, can't be around you, man. It's just these ideological differences are just too extremely far apart. But this guy walks out and is like, yeah, you got us. Thanks for your vote. Now, fuck you, he said, And it just, it felt so good to hear him say it, just because it was like, you ain't even good enough to be in his club, and you brought in how many votes, I wonder. And now he's just like, nah. There's people there was a song out there by Tennessee Brando, Cheaper Eggs. You should listen to it, man. It's so funny. But one of the lyrics was like, he wouldn't even wipe your nose on, he wouldn't wipe his nose on your Sunday best. And it's like, it's that moment of truth to Nick Fuentes. You're lower than he is. He looks at you like you're nothing, And then Bobart and all these people about Elon. It's like, what do you think an entire platform built for your party to win arguments, literally? And it's not that you're winning arguments, but it makes it sound like you're winning just based on the combo there. And you're all finding out like, oh, this has consequences? I can't stand them either, but it's like, even they are just like, oh, dang, we're low too? Everybody on my side that voted against this administration that's coming was like, he thinks we're nothing. He don't care about none of us. He thinks we're nothing. He would steal $50 out of my wallet if he could, if it wasn't gonna cost him anything that where somebody would think bad of him or something. Like, I mean, just this kind of guy he is, stealing from charities and stuff. I mean, he's just dirty, and they're just like, whoa, I thought we were above your target line. They ain't. But then I got to watch, outside of DC, and somebody was out there recording. And obviously, there's no protests, there's nothing crazy going on. We're not no storming of the Capitol, right? All peaceful, because that's how we are. We believe in trying to get along. We believe in trying to communicate. We believe in good faith debates, And we've gotten to the point where, like, even when you guys win, and not even before he takes office, all these people are backing out. Like, man, I wouldn't have voted for this. Even then, they're still calling it a mandate. A mandate, like, so. Whatever you guys thought was checks and balances, this is uncharted territory. This is, the resistance now. Because when you have technology with AI, and remember, we allow this without any regulation. Regulations are bad, right? They got these things trained to, like, mimic people here, They're not that advanced yet, but we don't know, maybe, how advanced they've become, we just don't know. But this idea of they control that, and then they control the regulations of it, and now they control the government with the strongest military in the world, and they're shitting on everyone that voted for them. Something's up. So this is going to be the grift grab, power grab, gaslight, set the world on fire event that the Trump administration is. China wants Taiwan. Tensions are rising. Putin's laughing at Trump every chance he gets, at least publicly. I don't know what the back deals are. I don't know who's holding whose hand there, Like, it just, we'll see. We'll see. Biden's on his way out. He's trying to write a couple laws, throwing us a couple bones. I mean, thank you, Joe. I appreciate you, man. But at the end of the day, in 4 years, In 4 years, you guys could have turned into a populist campaign. You could have got out the donors, and some of this mess is because there's corporate hacks in there, and there's a donor class in there, and well, I mean, I don't know how much you represent the people either. Even though you did make policy that helped, and you did tackle that COVID and get us through. So whoever says anything negative about Joe, I could have a discussion with you as long as you, at least before you get to that conversation, have some sort of economics understanding and not some punchline understanding of economics. Then I'd happy to discuss how Joe hurt the economy versus my opinion of how he helped it. So we'll get into that later, but now we're here. Checks and balances are gone, folks. And what you do now matters more than ever. And outside of DC, in the snow, slick, you can see the slush, everyone, cars driving, it's just miserable. And this guy on his bike, man, in like a hoodie, pushing his bike. He's got this sign up that's, basically saying F Trump, And it's stuff like that gives me hope, because my personal belief is everyone in the game is a grain of rice. And when you need the military now to protect you because your radicalized base you knew you was going to betray, or you knew you needed to control the media, and the FBI is going to have to go attack people. You're going to have to build up the government to be able to control everyone like the way you want to police it all. Checks and balances are gone. And, may not be crazy. There might be enough members of Congress. There might be enough senators in there. There might be enough resistance. But if that plan on paper rolls through, all bets off. The economy, all bets off. It's built for 1%. The whole plan is built for 1%. If you ain't in it, welcome aboard, man. I know you thought he was one of those people he would wipe his nose on your Sunday best with, but you ain't. Welcome aboard. We're growing, guys. We're growing, and it's only going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger as a resistance. So, love y'all. See you tomorrow.